A focus on the property tax structure. I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers. With me is Pennsylvania State Representative Seth Grove. Thanks for being with us.
Always great to be on.
First of all, let's talk a little bit about the property taxes that your constituents are paying at this point. It's an issue across the state for homeowners, but talk to us a little bit about what people in your district are paying at this point on average.
Yeah, we see it's probably about $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 for a house that's assessed about $150,000. I was talking to an individual, obviously yesterday was election day, at a poll who has seen an increase in his property taxes 5 times than what he paid in his mortgage. So we have a lot of seniors that are getting forced out of their houses, pushed into assisted living, pushed into areas that will greatly cost our state a lot of money in the long haul because we have an increasing senior population, decreasing working class. Putting those people in a nursing home that's $7,000, $10,000 a month per person is going to bankrupt our medical assistance program in the long run. So resolving property taxes is a huge help to homeowners so they can actually own their house and protect seniors and reduce costs for state government in the long term.
So let's focus on a plan. It's House Bill 2230. It's related to property tax reform. You say this would better allow people to pay their property taxes because it ties their taxes to an individual's ability to pay rather than just to the cost of that actual property, to the actual home itself.
When property taxes first were invented millennia ago, you go back to Babylonian times, it was based on the productivity of land. It was basically an income tax because their income was the agrarian society, it was agriculture. We don't have that today. You don't get income out of your house anymore. It's just not a feasible way to tax anymore. It's old, antiquated. Counties have to go through reassessments, which cost millions of dollars, and a lot of counties haven't. We have counties that haven't reassessed in over 50 years in the state of Pennsylvania. So it's an old, antiquated system. I think individuals want their tax structure on their ability to pay. If their income increases, they pay more. If their income decreases, their tax liability goes down. It's a fair way. It spreads the burden just not on the backs of homeowners, but spreads it across the community. You pick up tourists through the sales tax. You pick up other revenue sources, so it's not on the sole backs of homeowners. And we have a lot of bedroom communities in Pennsylvania as well, where it's literally they don't have businesses. Everybody gets up in the morning, drives to work, and drives back. So it is put bluntly on the backs of those property owners.
And there are 2 different components to this. So one is related to a sales tax, but counties would actually have to opt into this by referendum.
Yep, the voters of the county would have the option. It'll be on the ballot if it's passed the next municipal election. So if it's passed this year, the 2013 municipal election, there'll be a question on the ballot in every single county asking voters if they want to reduce their school district millage rates, their property taxes for school districts through a 1% sales tax. You could see anywhere between about a 7% to a 20% reduction in your school property taxes through that 1% sales tax. Also, another component is allowing all local governments, just not school districts, but county governments, townships, boroughs, cities, to swap out the property tax for an income tax. And it's a minimum of 30% reduction to complete elimination. And if a local government, let's say, just says, we're going to do the minimum, we're going to do a 30% reduction, they have to reduce their millage rates by that, and then they're frozen at that level, so they can't come back up. It was one of the faults within Act 1 that was passed in 2006 that allowed a swap out for an income tax, but it allowed property taxes to creep back up.
And we just have a short time left, but what does this mean then for school funding? Would there still be adequate funding for our education system?
Definitely. It gives school districts the ability to have a tax structure that is based on the individual's ability to pay, that increases with economic growth, with inflation. So school districts, because property taxes is stagnant, it doesn't have any natural economic growth to it. School districts raise taxes just to keep up with inflation. By having a sales tax and income tax, you have that natural growth, so it removes the need for taxes to actually increase.
Thanks for being with us.
No problem. Thanks.
We've been talking with Pennsylvania State Representative Seth Grove. I'm Jill Horner.